Yeah, so in this session, we're going to see that how Photoshop is work basically. So first, this is my Photoshop interface. Okay, so in this, if you see here, we have some menu bar. Then this is my option bar. So if I select any type of tool, so I can get options of that particular tool in the option bar. So if you don't see it or if you can't see it, I just go to window and click on this options button. So if by mistakenly you closed it, you can get it from here only. So just click on the options, you'll get the option bar here. uh, After that, in the menu bar, you'll get access of the sub menus. So if you are working for the layers or something like that, so you'll get layer related options in the layer menu. If you are working for type, so if you are working for text or something like that, you'll get options for text. Selections, you'll get the selections options. Filters, there are some filters which is going to work for the image editing or image enhancement purposes, so you will get it from here. In the window, you'll get all types of panels or all types of uh, whatever you are going to use in the Photoshop. You'll get it here only. The whole Photoshop is based on this window menu. After that, if we come in the bottom, in the side, right, left side, we have a toolbox here. And with this toolbox, we are going to work in the Photoshop. Okay, so whatever we will create with this tools only. Without these tools, we can't create anything. This is my work area, which is going to we are going to work in this area. After that, if we come in the right side, we have some color panels. We'll see we can change the color from here. If you can see here, if you see here, I'll just change the color so I can see the colors changes automatically. So we can change the color from here as if I double click here, I can get access of the same color picker in a broader way. Basically, that's it, nothing else. Below we have properties panel. In the properties panel, we can get a properties of the page, either as if you are creating some objects or if you're getting something on the page, you'll get that particular layer properties in the properties section. uh, Below that we have layer is the most important thing in the Photoshop, I must say, because without layers you can't work on the Photoshop. Minimum one layer is required to create anything, or maximum you can choose 500 layers in the Photoshop. So layer is most important part, because if you are creating something on a different layer, it is an advantage for you. So if you create any mistake, so you can delete that particular layer and you can go ahead with your work. If you create something on only one layer, then you need to delete all the things and your time get wasted. Okay, so just make sure you whatever you create, it should be on different layer, and it should have a proper naming on that of that particular layers. So now this is called as a workspace. So if you are going to do uh, if you are going to change the, or if you want to change the workspace, I'll just go to window, and in the window we'll see the workspace sections. So in the workspace sections, I can choose the different types of workspace. Like if we are essential is the by default workspace which Photoshop gives me. And if I'm working for some graphic designing or some website designing templates or something like, so for that designing purpose, what tools or what panels I'll require, that panels I'll get it here. Like I require characters, like we are creating some text, so for that we need to change the font, we need to change the font size. Then we have a property panel, and after that we have a layer panel. So whatever it's required to create a design, that and tools already we have. So whatever we required to create a designs, that particular panels, I can get it from that particular workspace. So like that, if I'm working for motion, like I'm creating some GIF, or I'm creating some video animations or something like that in a small small scale, like 5 seconds or some 3 seconds, like that. So I can get a timeline to edit that particular video, as well as we have histograms for the creating colors or layers. Layers is the important, so that's why layers you'll see in the all workspace. Go to window again. I'll go to workspace again. If you are working for the paintings, you'll get related to painting, like we require brush. So brushes types are there, brush presets are there. We have swatches to color for the coloring purposes, for the shades and all the things. So you'll get swatches of the colors. So related to paintings, you'll get everything in the workspace. So if you are going to create something, this type of work, you can choose a workspace accordingly. Or suppose you want to create your own workspace, you are not comfortable with this types of workspace, so you just create that workspace as well. So what I'll do, I'll just drag and drop this toolbar here. Now so I'll get a total area to working on, and I'll just save this workspace. So if I want to save this, I go to window, I go to workspace, and I click on new workspace. Just click here. I'll give a name, my workspace, and in this what you want to capture, like keyboard shortcuts. If you change the keyboard shortcuts, you can click on that. If you are changing the menus something, or if you are changing the toolbars. So right now we don't change anything, we just change the settings of toolbar, or we just change the position of toolbar. We are not change any toolbar settings or any sequence of the toolbar, so we are not going to click here. Okay, so right now we don't change anything, so I'll keep it blank only and just press save. Okay, so now if I go to workspace, my workspace automatically gets selected. Okay, but right now we have one problem. My workspace and essential default workspace is the same right now. Okay, but my essential workspace is not like that. So what I'll do, I'll just go to window. In the workspace, I just click on reset essential. So what it will do, all my panels or all my toolbar and all things, it gets its own position automatically. You don't need to worry about it. Like that, it is not related to only for the position. If by mistakenly I close toolbar, or by mistakenly I close my color panel or something like that, and I want that panel on that particular place, so I just go to window again, go to workspace again, and click on reset essentials. So it automatically gets on his place. Okay, now if you see, your workspace is different and the essential is different. If suppose you want to delete your workspace, go to window, go to workspace, and click on delete workspace. In the delete workspace, you can delete your own, as well as if you want to delete a ready-made workspace, that also you can delete. So click on that and press delete. Yes, now see, it will get deleted. Okay, now going ahead, we will go to file and click on the new. And in the new document, okay, once I click on the new, you'll get a new document palette. Okay, so in this new document we have some different types of presets, or different types of uh, options in this new document palette. Okay, so first one is the recent. So now recent means what? Whatever you used previously, whatever presets or whatever sizes you used previously, you will get it here only. Okay, so maximum 20 recent items you'll get here. Then if you are saved something, So in the save document, you'll get save document. Okay, how we are going to save this, I'll tell you further. Right now, if you saved something, like saved means what exactly, which is not, which is size is not in the presets. Okay, and you require that sizes continuously, like visiting card. I required a visiting card continuously, so I saved that particular preset. So in future, if I require a visiting card size, so I don't need to keep writing, or I don't need to remember that particular sizes. I just click on the visiting card size which I saved already, and I'll get it automatically. Then if you are working for photos, so you'll get a photo sizes here, like default Photoshop sizes there, landscape 2 by 3, landscape 4 by 6. Okay, so if you are working for photographs which is going to print, or you want to print that particular photograph in the photo sizes, you'll get related to photo sizes here on. Okay, then we have print. You'll get a print sizes here, like letter, legal, tabloid, A4, A5, A6, A3, A2, B5, B4, DL sizes, C6 sizes. In the print, we have smallest size is A6, and the biggest size is A0. Okay, so whenever you create something for the print purpose, if you want to print something, that time obviously we will not create anything which is going to be print. But if sometimes it's required, or sometimes client required to create in the Photoshop, so that time we create that for the print purpose. So that's why the sizes are here. So I can choose any of size and it will get it here automatically in the preset details. Like that, art and illustrations is there. So in the art and illustrations, we have some 1000 by 1000 pixel grid, or if you are creating some poster, so they give me a poster size as well. Postcards is there, 1920 is there, 1080. HD size, half HD size is there. So if you are creating some illustrations, or if you are creating some arts or digital painting or something like that, so that time we require these sizes. If you are creating website templates or website designing part, so that time I'll recommend you don't use any custom size, or don't use any Google sizes, because Photoshop gives you the ready-made sizes already. Okay, and if Photoshop gives you, then we don't need to research on the sizes or something like that. So whatever size given in the Photoshop, that is the best sizes. So that's why I'll recommend you, please use this sizes only. So if you are creating some desktop, if you're creating some desktop website, or some mobile websites, okay, so website template basically if you are creating, so we have a website sizes here. If you are creating some MacBook websites, or for iMac, or either for the Windows, you will get all sizes related to website here only. Then we have mobile section. In the mobile section, we will if you are creating some application layouts, if you are creating something related to Apple watches, or watches, something like that, so you'll get it all the sizes in the mobile section. So iOS applications, or some Android applications, as well as iPad mini, Apple watches sizes, or either if you are creating some icons for the application layouts, so you'll get all the sizes here only. Then we have film and video. So in the film and video, like I told you in the introduction, we have some text effects to create film and video sizes. We can't, we don't edit any video or any film in the Photoshop, but we require to create any text effects, or any some presets which is going to use in the film or in the video. So that time we require these sizes. So that's why Photoshop gives me the film and video sizes. And these all are the blank document presets. Okay, it is just sizes which already Photoshop gives me. Okay, it is not a ready-made template or ready-made designs in it, anything. No, it is just blank paper, blank white paper. Okay, so whatever you are working, or for which presets you are going to work, that just select that particular preset and click on the size. It automatically gets the size in the preset details. So right now I click on A4, and in the A4 we'll have preset details. Okay, so in the preset detail, the first section is called as name. So I'll just give a name, that is first session. Okay, and if I'm going to use this randomly, or right now it is a ready-made thing. Okay, but uh, if suppose I change size, like as I told you, I am going to work around 5 inches by 11 inches. Okay, and I want to save this size. I just click here, and I give a name to it, that is my size, and click on save preset. Now if you go to save, you'll get your size, and if you want to delete, you just click here. You'll see that deleted size. Okay, uh, A4 here. So you can change the width and height from here, and here you have some units. Okay, now units are most important part in the designing. If you don't do like the millimeter unit, you paste it in the inches. Okay, then you'll get a disaster in the printing press. Okay, so why I'm telling you, because in the millimeter it is 210 millimeters, but in the inches it is just 8.2 inches. Okay, so just make sure when you choose the units. Right now we are going to use pixels only, because Photoshop is the pixel based software. Okay, so whatever you are working on, or whatever uh, output you are going to create from the Photoshop, it's convert into the pixels only. So we don't use any other unit. Okay, and one more thing is there, Photoshop is the digital based software. Like whatever you create in the Photoshop, it's going for the digital, like social media post or some like applications, website, film and video purpose. We don't print it basically. So, and according to me, desktop is not measured inches, centimeter or millimeter. It's just measured only in pixels. So that's why so that's why whenever you create something for the digital base, use pixels. Now what is pixels exactly? Pixels means it's a square block which store a color information, that's called as pixels. So whenever you used pixels, it's stored particular color information, and that particular color information creates the whole image. Okay, in the bottom of units we have orientation. Now orientation means what? Orientations means how the design you want a design in a vertical mode, or you want a design in horizontal mode. Like if you are working for some posters, application layouts, or uh, or flyers, something like that, you'll choose a portrait orientation because it's a vertical. Okay, and if you are creating some brochure, creating some hoardings, banners, that time you're going to do on a horizontal, that is called as landscape. Okay, so in the technical language we don't use this word for vertical and horizontal. We use the language that portrait and landscape design. Then in the bottom we have a resolution. Resolution is the most important thing in the image. Okay, resolution refers the quality of your image. So we have three types of resolution. First one is the screen, second one medium resolution, and third one is the high resolution. Okay, so screen resolution means whichever you are going to create for the screen purpose, like application layout, I say, uh, or film and video purposes like text effects or something like that, or if you are creating some web layout, web application, website designing, or whatever which is going to create for the screen, that time I will use a resolution for screen, that is a 72. Okay, because 96 is the basic resolution of your screen. So which is screen, like laptop, then your computer or mobiles or iPad, iPhone, anything, or either TV as well. It is required minimum, maximum 96 resolution. Above 96, it will not support only. Okay, so for that reason, we require a resolution around 72. Okay, so we have a live example here. If I am going for the web, it will get 72. If I'm going for the mobile, it is 72. Or if I'm going for the film and video, again it is 72. It will not going ahead or further above 72. Or if I'm going to print something, we are going to print in the 300. So any print, like if we are going for the photo print, it will goes for the 300 pixels per inch. For art and illustrations, we have 300 because it's just going to print. It is not going for screen purpose. Okay, so that's why we will use 72 for the screen purposes. So right now I'm creating for the print, creating for the screen, sorry. So I'll choose 72 pixels per inch. After that, we have a color mode. Now, what is color mode? Color mode gives me or allows me to create a design for particular structure. Like we have resolution for the screen and for the print. Like that, we have color mode as well for the screen and for the print. Okay, so we have different types of color mode. We are not going in detail in that right now. Okay, but I'll explain you what is RGB and what is CMYK. Whenever you are working for some screen designs, as I said, if you are creating some web layout, if you are creating some application layouts, or for film and video, that time I will use RGB color mode. Or if you are going for the print, that time it is going to be CMYK color mode. Okay, so because CMYK color is a pure color, or when you print it, it will give you a pure color. Okay, it will not change in the color. If you are working in the RGB and you are going for the print, it will gives you the color disaster. It means you choose a different color in the design and it will get print in a different way. Okay, so just make sure whenever you choose a color mode, what type of color mode you are choosing exactly, or what type of work you are doing. If you are going for the print, if you are doing a design for the print, that time use CMYK mode only. Don't go for the RGB. Or if you are going for the screen type, don't go for that, because don't go for the CMYK, because CMYK color is a bit light color, which is not support, or which is not looking good in the screen. So right now I am choosing RGB color because we are doing something for the digital base only. After that, we have some bit, that is 8-bit, 16-bit, and 32-bit. Means what? Bit means what exactly? Bit gives me a color information, or color shades for the one color. Okay, so I'll explain you in a bit. That is, if I on the calculator, so you'll get information properly. So right now we have a two shades. The first one is the RGB. No, sorry, the first one is the black and white, and the second one is the white. First one is black, second one is white. Okay, that is dark and light. So if I mix a particular color in black and white 8 times, okay, so I just multiply 2 by 8. So 2 into 2 into 2 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 2. So that is gives me a 256 colors for the particular one shade, and like that we have a 7 colors. So I'll just multiply this 256 by 7. That means 1792 shades we have in our documents, or we can use 1792 shades in our document, okay, in a total way. And I think so 1792 shades are more than enough to create any design. So that's why we are choosing 8-bit document whenever we are working. Or suppose if you are doing something on a bigger scale like 4K image or 6K image or 8K image, that time go for the 16 or 32-bit. Okay, so it'll give you a more color shades, or it'll create a more quality of your image. Okay, so just make sure again, like a color mode or like a resolution, when what type of work are you doing exactly. You're doing for the simple, then go for the 8-bit only. If you're going for some bigger scale, a 4K, 6K, 8K, 2K, that time go for the 16 and 32-bit. The measurements are same. If you go for 16-bit, then 2 raised to 16. So if I mix some color 16 times, then it will give me a more shades for that particular document. Okay, come again in Photoshop. Yeah, then we have a background content. Now what is background content exactly? Background content means whenever I create page, what type of background should I have? Okay, so I want a white, so I'll keep it white. If you want a black, keep it on a black. If you want some background color, like some color which is here, you can choose that. Or if you want a custom, click here and select a color from the color palette, and you'll get a color for your document. Okay, so you can choose that particular color for your document. Right now I'm keeping it white, and I'll just click on create. So once I click on create, it gives me a page. Okay, so this page called it as a canvas. Okay, and if you see in the layers, you'll have one background layer which is by default layer. So as I told you, in the Photoshop we require minimum one layer to work on. Okay, in the next session I'll cover the guides, the rulers, what type of rulers we have, what type of guides we have, and what is the importance of that guides, as well as things you should know once you working in the Photoshop. Okay, you can follow me on Facebook. We have our page, that is VJ Online Tutors. Okay, you can follow me there, as well as you can subscribe me on YouTube. Okay, why I'm telling you this? Because I'm going to come live on Sunday for the YouTube, or on Tuesday on the Facebook, or I'll cover all your doubts which are you have in this particular sessions. Okay, in a practical way. I'll clear all your doubts in the live sessions with the practical sessions, one to one. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, come and follow me, so you'll get to know when I'm coming live exactly. Okay, or either you can just message me on the Facebook. I'll definitely give you reply on the on your doubts, or I'll try to do that. Okay, till then, see you. Bye bye.